All right, next up to the interview table for these one-on-one sessions at the College Gridiron Showcase is Brady Oliveira. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. So you're a special case. You are Canadian-born, but you went to school in America, so you are eligible for both, technically, the NFL draft, CFL draft. A nice little double dip there.
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
Yeah, it's exciting just knowing that I'll be playing football somewhere next year. This one event isn't the last time I'll be putting on pads, so it definitely is exciting knowing that I will be continuing the game that I love.
All right. So being Canadian-born, then. Do you have a preference? I assume you grew up watching CFL.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's big. It's pretty big in Canada. It's always on the TVs, games being replayed. So it's definitely a big thing up in Canada. But obviously, I'm here to chase my dream to go play in the National Football League.
Did you have a favorite NFL team? Did you watch any American football?
Yeah, I did. So I've been a big fan for probably the last 8 years, the Minnesota Vikings. And my favorite running back being Adrian Peterson. But I think almost Minnesota being my favorite team just because it's kind of close to Winnipeg. It's about a 7-8 hour drive. So
I was going to say most of you guys have a favorite American team that's closest to you, but there's only like 3 of them, really. I mean, you got Vancouver, that's Seattle, and you got in the middle, it's Green Bay and maybe Minnesota. And that's all of them. Buffalo, it's right next door.
Yep.
For you, though, what was the journey here to CGS? I mean, long way from home, but you went to school in America. What school was that?
So I went to the University of North Dakota. I played my 4 years there. Played as a freshman right away, so that was exciting. And I was kind of in and out there pretty fast. Graduated in 3.5 years, and now I was just extremely blessed to receive this invite and come down to CGS and be able to perform, showcase all my talents and skills in front of multiple scouts. So I'm just extremely blessed to be in this situation right now.
So are you running back by trade or running back by choice?
Running back by trade.
There you go.
Trade and choice.
Trade and choice.
Yeah, both.
You like getting the rock.
Yeah, I love it.
So were you part of the end of the practice today where you're, goal line stand?
I was at that time, I started doing inside first, and then half the running backs were inside and the other half were at Skelly. So I started inside first, and then I finished off with Skelly. And when I saw that going down, especially, me being, I weighed in at 229 the other day at weigh-ins.
Oh, wow.
My game being a physical game and running north and south, when I saw that happen, it being goal line,
you're like, I need to be
my
in
eyes
there.
were just so wide. Being like, hey, let me get this rep, please. But, that was definitely an exciting time to finish off practice.
So if you were there, it would have been touchdown every time, right?
Oh, yeah.
100%
been in there. 100% I'm getting in there.
I got to admit, you probably have the best hair in the game right now that I've seen so far. I mean, you wear it well.
Right? And curls, they're nice.
I take care of my hair. Beard. You got your lines going,
beard.
Man. Yeah.
People always make fun of me because I take care of my hair. I love my hair. I like getting my eyebrows and everything. But I definitely get my hair cut about once every 2 weeks or maybe a little less than that. So I like to keep up with things.
Hey, there you go, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
So we got seminars.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to you guys a bit about finances, how to look out and secure your future, because a lot of you guys I've been hearing, it was you've heard it before, but at the same time, each one is kind of a different take on it. It's something that you can't hear too many times, and for a lot of you guys, the first time that you ever heard it, it was like mind blowing, eye opening, and then you have scout do's and don'ts, draft do's and don'ts. You go out there, you put on the pads, you run around doing the drills, doing the work, and then you come back and you wait for your name to be called for an interview. What's made you the most anxious while you're here?
Definitely those getting your name called. Yeah, definitely sitting in that room and waiting to get your name called to go to the scouting room. I think a lot of guys are anxious in there and just, hey, when's my name going to get called? So I think that's the one thing.
Who have you talked to so far?
I talked to Indianapolis. I talked to the New York Giants. I talked to LA Rams. I talked to the Dallas Cowboys. Who else did I talk to? Obviously, quite a few of the Canadian teams as well. So, I'm just extremely thankful to be here and get the opportunity to, show what I could do and have those interviews. So.
Now, all those teams you listed, I feel like if I remember roster offhand right, they've got set pretty good at running back. Do you feel like they try to make you fullback? Because sometimes you see that happen, a guy that runs north-south like yourself, Of
course, and, I always say, also with me being, the size I am, I can definitely maybe see that. But, whatever happens, whatever, wherever a team wants me to play, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get in the field. So I'm willing to play anything.
Even if it means punter, like if you gotta.
Hey, some people don't know. I come from a soccer background, so I played soccer my entire life.
Wow, so I literally just like nailed something that you could actually.
Seriously, my dad being from Brazil, so it's kind of just in my blood to play soccer. So I didn't start playing football until I was about 13. But how it all started, my first football practice, a person came to my door and knocked on my door and told my parents if I could come and try football. My first practice, I was actually kicking for them, and that's how I started playing football. Then I ended up kicking for about 3 seasons, and then just started focusing on running back. But I think I still got it, though, if I wanted to kick. If I practiced a little bit, I think I still got it.
I love it. I throw out the most random thing I think that a running back might not be knowing how to do. Because I didn't say, kick returner, special teams, because that would have been right up there.
Sure.
Even DB could have been, but punter, and you're just like, let me tell you.
I could do it.
God, it sounds like your whole family lineage and history is just colorful, too. I mean, your dad from Brazil, like that is crazy.
Yeah, my dad from Brazil, and my brother's a professional MMA and boxer. My sister plays collegiate soccer at the collegiate level, so she's on scholarship. And, so it's just, kind of all of us went our separate ways with our sports and kind of taken it to a high level.
So family get-togethers like Thanksgiving and Christmas must be just one long one-upsman throughout dinner. Just
Listen, I'm doing, I don't know if I'm doing this. Yeah. We're extremely a tight family with my siblings, so we get along really well.
So, tomorrow's the last day. You feel like you've left everything out there. Like, what's your biggest takeaway from how well you've performed, not only physically on the field, but also, in everything else that you guys have done to prepare for what's next?
Yeah, I think when talking about the field first, me performing, I think I did a great job just showing that I'm not just a one-dimensional back. I do all 3 phases extremely well. And also I can run the football, and I felt like, in practices and what the scouts want to see, they want to see you catch the ball at the backfield, and also with today doing, blitz pickup, they want to see if you can block. I think those 2 things especially are extremely important if you want to make a team, and I think, I caught the ball extremely well these last 2 days, and I blocked really well today, so I think I showed what I was able to do in all 3 phases, and knowing that, I could bring some value to a football team at the running back standpoint, but also on special teams. And then when talking about off the field, at this event at CGS and all the seminars that we did, I actually had a scout just ask me what was the biggest takeaways and stuff. And I think from this event, on or off the field, and for me personally, it's been all the seminars we've had and just all the educational talks. It's been very, very good just to know that, with all the finances and the marketing and the branding, it was just opened my eyes to a lot of things and a lot of questions that I have to once I leave here, and just to, broaden my team of whether that's getting a marketing team and a financial advisor. So definitely extremely educational at this event.
So you seem like a grinder. I think any team would be happy to have you, CFL, NFL. But as one of the only guys with a choice, I got to ask, real talk, where's your heart lie when it comes to, CFL, NFL?
NFL.
NFL?
NFL, that's where the money is, and I need to take care of my family.
But you can still get pro money.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Yeah, especially with me being Canadian and with this draft coming up, and even just being a Canadian, the money is, if you're a top performer, the money is what most people say, like, extremely comfortable to live off of. Definitely better than the average person, of course, but it's just not NFL money, man. And it's been my dream that I've been working at for years. So
I can respect that. I can, but
sure.
I tell you though, there's got to be something to be said about the guy that came from colorful background, born one country, school in another, had the option, went to Canada and won in front of his countrymen, in his country, family, friends alike. So,
yeah, of course.
Hey, regardless though, man, I wish you the best of luck. It's been a real pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much. Yeah, thank you.